I've only got $15,000 in the bank after buying a relatively small Canadian farm here in Nadenthal, Manitoba. The farm has come with a full fleet of equipment ready for me to take the reins. I plan on turning this operation into an efficient and profitable one, future-proofing it for years to come. So if you're interested, why not join me as we take on the first year of farming together in this video. By the way, it's nice to meet you. My name is Kegg. Welcome to the farm. Let's get to work. Good morning, guys. It's September 1st and we need to get over to the farm and start our harvesting. We have rye to harvest as well as some lentils. The combine's already been set up at the field, ready to go. We are starting off with 2 fields of this rye and then 2 fields of lentils. This harvester is the Lexion 590 US edition, and I'm running a 9-meter header on the front. So as you can tell, this map has some custom crops. Obviously we are doing rye here, which is not the base game. My plan for the series is to grow most of these custom crops and buy a lot of equipment from the Plains and Prairies DLC. The grain tank is nearly full. At the end of this pass, we'll go get the Versatile with the auger wagon. So far, the field has harvested just under 23,000 liters. Let's get back at her and finish the harvest. Last little bit of crop to go and then we'll park up the combine ready to unload into the auger wagon. So the grand total for that field was 44,662 liters. Let's get the semi truck out and we're gonna go sell this crop right off the field as we only have $15,000 right now. This semi truck is the Lizard Warrior and we have the Superior Super Dump trailer on the back. You can find both of these on the official mod hub. The grain mill is offering a pretty good price, so we'll turn in here on the left side and go unload. The income from that harvest was $57,321. Let's head back to the farm. Now we'll get into the Fendt tractor with the New Holland baler and start getting all this straw off the field. I've got the selectable bales capacity mod on and we were set to 9 times bales, but we're not going to get very many off this field, so I'm going to turn it down to 4 and that should be a good middle ground. That's the last bale we'll get off this field. The rest will just sit in the baler until we use it next. Now we'll get into the Versatile Nemesis with the front loader and pick up all these bales and put them on the gooseneck trailer on the back of the truck. there we go. We made 7 bales off that field. I'm just gonna hook this tractor back up to the auger wagon as we'll need to use it in a little bit. Before we go and sell those bales, we're gonna hop in the big 4-wheel drive Ford tractor with the Landau disc harrow and mulcher combo by BC Bueller. You can also find this on the Mod Hub. This is one of 2 big fields on the farm at the moment. We're gonna be putting in winter wheat or barley in here. I'm not sure just yet. But as you can see, it has quite a few weeds in it and hasn't been mulched. So let's get that ground turned over and get all these weeds out of here. I am certainly loving using this awesome vintage Ford, but it's something we'll have to upgrade in the future, I believe. It's pretty slow, and the manual gears are a bit frustrating with the implement like this on the back. It takes so long to get up to speed. Well, that took some time, about an hour I believe. Gotta just clean up a little bit here and then we'll fold up the disc harrow and get it back to the farm. I received a call from the local dealer and they want us to try out a demo John Deere tractor later, so I'll park the disc harrow right here in the Ford in the shed. Now it's time we get to that lentil harvest. I should have remembered this from Weimark, but lentils don't drop any straw, so we'll just be directly chopping this. Not the highest yielding crop ever, but I know it sells for quite a high amount of money, so I don't think we'll have any issues there. In the end, we got 53,026 liters. Let's empty that into the auger wagon. We're not going to be needing the combine for many months from now, so we'll park it away in the shed. I had the baler all parked up behind the combine thinking we need it, so I guess we'll just take that over to the farmyard and park it in the shed as well. Well, we're over here, we might as well hook up the plow and go and combine all those fields we just harvested into one big one. First thing I'm gonna do is finalize the shape of the field by going all around the headland. Now we'll go and plow under all the grass between the different fields. We now currently only have 3 fields on the farm. Let's go park this plow in the shed and then get the lime spreader. It cost us about $7,300 to fill this thing up. Now let's start spreading. The field's now fully limed. Let's go park this in the shed and then go sell off all those bales. The animal dealer is the one looking to buy some straw, so we'll pull in here to the right. That trailer right there got us just under $23,000. Now let's head over to the local dealership. We're going to be demoing this John Deere 8RX as well as this weeder seeder unit that's good at putting cover crop in. We've already been demoing a solid fertilizer spreader on the farm, but the only tractor capable of running it is the Ford, and like I said before, it's really slow on it. So when you combine the prices of solid fertilizer and the slowness of our tractor, I don't know if it's really useful for us. So that's why we're going to try out the cover crop. Before we can start using this seeder, as it's not direct drill, we need to disc up the field. And just like that, the field is all disked up and mulched, and we can start seeding in some cover crop. There we go, our relatively cheap fertilizer has been put into the ground. Now we're gonna go hook up to that spreader I was talking about and put some solid fertilizer down on one of our bigger fields. But first we gotta buy that fertilizer. Holy moly, that cost a lot. It was about 20 grand just for 6,000 liters. So this unit saves us a lot of field work, but it costs like half as much as that seeder just in the fertilizer itself. So let's see what happens at the end of the year when we harvest, if we made more money by using this or by putting in that cover crop. One thing I can say is this thing works a lot better on the John Deere than it did on the Ford when I tested it earlier. I had a pretty frustrating time there, that's why the video's a bit cut up. Precision farming just wasn't working on some passes of the field. Now let's return this spreader back to the dealership. They'll send someone later to get the seeder from the yard. I think that spreader's pretty cool, but it's just not gonna work for our farm at the moment. Maybe in the future we'll look at investing in that, but right now we'll stick to doing some cheap ways of getting fertilizer. I'm gonna go back to the yard and clean things up there, park a few things in the sheds, and then we have a worker coming over to take the Ford and disc harrow to that big field we just spread fertilizer on. I'm gonna empty the auger wagon right into our grain silo. That way I can see how much the lentils are worth in the coming months in the time-saving stock check mod menu. Last thing I'm gonna do here on the farm is actually hook up the disc harrow to the Ford and get it over to that field ready for the worker. Here we are, let's unfold the disc harrow and start going down the field, and then I'll hire the worker to take over. I'm feeling quite tired from that day of work, so let's head on home in the pickup truck and rest over until October. Morning everyone, I spent some time setting up the air seeder ready for us to get to work. We're going to be going over to the field to sow in some winter wheat. The air cart has 10,000 liters of seed currently after filling it up, and then we have just over 900 liters of solid fertilizer. That's from the spreading that we did last time. We just emptied it out and then put it in here. The field's gonna use a little bit of that, but I don't really foresee it using a lot as the fertilizer is pretty good already on here. I am not bothering to square up these fields. It's a pain to back up these big air carts. Plus, this Ford has a terrible transmission. It takes so long to get up to speed. I mean, we are pushing this machine. It has 475 horsepower, and the big air cart and seeder unit needs 470 just to power it. So only 5 horsepower over the minimum. I hate when this happens, but we have a tiny half-width, not even section of the field to go down to finish things off. Let's get this air cart folded up and we're gonna go park it in the shed as we're not gonna need it for a little while. Now I'm gonna hop in the Nemesis here with the roller, and we're gonna roll up all of that field to get rid of the stones and get that good seed to soil contact, as they like to say. I do like this roller a lot. It's pretty good and it's fast, but for the size of fields we got, I really think we might need to upgrade sooner than later. Another job on the field is done. Let's fold this up and get it back to the farmyard. So we actually don't have any more field work to do for this month, so we're gonna get in the pickup and head home and rest until we need to spray off some weeds in that field we just sowed. Time to hibernate for the winter. See you guys in March. I'm feeling nice and refreshed after that nap. Let's head back to the farm now. Like I said, the field has weeds growing in it now, and they're actually large, so we need the sprayer. First, we're going to use the Kubota here to move the IBCs of herbicide over next to the sprayer. Now I need to hook up the Nemesis to the sprayer and load up that herbicide. Let's head over to the wheat field now and start spraying off those weeds. There's not that many on the field, but they are large and there's enough of them that it will affect the yield if we don't spray them off. There we go, the field's all cleaned up with those weeds. Let's fold this up and get back and park it in the shed where it was. Again, like before, we don't have any more work to do, so we'll get in the pickup and head home and sleep again over until April. Morning everyone. I spent the night thinking about the farm and it's time that we upgrade some things. So a lot of stuff is going to be sold today. The first items on the chopping block are the old Ford tractor and the Landau disc harrow. We need more money as the land's quite expensive, and if I ever want this farm to get to the size I'm hoping, they both need to go. So we're going to sell the Ford for $161,000 and the disc harrow for about $69,000. Nice. I don't like to have to do this, but the Fendt tractor's just too small and not really helpful for this farm. We're also going to sell the Kubota skid steer as it's really not necessary and worth quite a lot of money. Off to the shop we go. The tractor is worth about $69,000 and the skid steer $68,000. Last thing to sell is the roller, and don't worry, the Nemesis isn't going anywhere. The roller is about $21,000. To replace our two old tractors, we're gonna finance a Case Steiger quad track. Another reason for getting rid of the disc harrow is it wasn't working for the cover crop, so we're gonna buy this giant cultivator to do that job for us. Let's get over to the field next to the yard and get to work. I made a mess of the end of this field. Oh well, let's go fold it up and park it away. I would like to use the new planter from the Plains and Prairies DLC, so let's go rent that from the store. I think we're actually going to expand that field we just worked in. We might as well buy it. One of them is a carrot field, but we'll just plow it under. We're going to use the Nemesis, so let's get it back and hook up the plow. We'll get rid of all the grass first and then plow up the carrots. Just gonna expand and straighten out the field so it is equal over here. Back in the shed with this, and then I believe we need to spread some lime. I'll double check the map first. Yep, it definitely needs some lime. I also spent some time painting and adding grass back in around that field. Fill her up and get to work. I forgot the soil maps. Oh man. I'm gonna set this on a worker on the other field. We might as well add some more yield potential to that. Now let's hook up the new tractor and planter and fill it up with liquid fertilizer and seeds. There's two custom crops for the planters on this map, so well, let's do one of them. It is malt. This is a nice unit, and it pulls really easy behind this quad track. I want to keep using this thing. Let's buy some new land. Field 124 is really good. Didn't want to spend too much money. We're left with 100,000 and that should get us through till after harvest. It's a bit of a drive over here past the house, but I kind of like that. So I didn't realize we couldn't plant lavender, the other custom crop, in this month, so instead we'll put soybeans over here. We can return this unit now, but first I'll stop at the yard and drop off the totes of fertilizer and seed. I've really been wanting to use the giant roller that came with the base game, so let's finance that as well and use it on all the fields. There was a pop-up from the AI worker and I need to go buy some more lime for it and then set it back off. Actually, in second thought, it'll probably be better if I just take over this last pass. Time to go park up the spreader. We won't be needing it for a long time. It's rolling time. We'll hook this up and get to the field next to the yard first. Up next, a long drive over to field 124. That's all the rolling we need to do for now. Let's get back to the yard and then we gotta hook up to the air seeder. I would like to seed in some flax in the field we just spread lime on. Man, I really love this setup, and you know who it reminds me of? Dirt Farmer. If you've ever watched him, you know what I'm talking about. Last field seeded, now all we gotta do is roll and wait till harvest. I might as well fill up the seeder with those extra pallets we dropped off from the planter. Let's roll. Since we sold the Kubota, we need to go buy a pallet fork for the Nemesis. Just gonna throw these IBCs into the shed with the sprayer and auger wagon. I realized while doing this, there was a shelf in that shed as well as an auto load shelf in the big main shop. We'll definitely use those in the future. Now let's park the seed tender in the shed. Well guys, that's all we need to do here on the farm, so let's hop in the pickup truck and head on home so we can rest over until May. Good morning guys, it's another beautiful day. I'm sure with this weather some weeds have popped up on the fields. We'll easily take care of those little buggers with the Nemesis and row crop tires plus our 30-meter sprayer. We still have quite a bit of herbicide here in the tanks, but I might as well fill it up with the rest of the IBCs. I'll just unfold the booms now and then get into the field and set GPS. This field was planted last episode with malt, and I believe that is a barley variety of some sort. If you know the answer to that, or if you just Googled it, put it in the comment section below. There we go guys, this field is weed free. Let's fold this up and I'm gonna just park it here at the field entrance as we're gonna cross the road in a little bit to spray off the big field of flax. Now I'd like to head over to the store because we're gonna buy some equipment to make some silage with all the grass we have in these ditches. My plan of attack to make this silage is to rent a little wrapper here that will go on the front loader. And then we're gonna also rent a front mower for the tractor. That way we can do the mowing and baling at the same time. Really not sure if this is the most efficient way to get the job done, but if you ask my friends, this is definitely a Keggerino special. Now that we got everything we need, let's head down to the farmhouse to mow the grass field right next to it. It's not the biggest chunk of land, so I'm not sure what to expect off of it for yield. Well, in the end, we only made 1.5 bales out of this little plot. Let's pick it up and take it over to the farmyard. I'll just drop off the bale right here, and then we're gonna start mowing around the yard. One lap later, we have another bale to come out, and I also made a mistake bale here, and this area was a pain to mow. Now that we have most of our lawns done, it's time to mow the actual ditches. Didn't really think this one through. That sprayer's right in the way. Back we go. It's looking about 3 passes to mow and bale these areas. We got 2 more bales off of this ditch. Let's head over to the other side and begin that one. This side of the road is definitely wider. It's gonna take a few more passes, I think. Another 1.5 bales of grass there, and now we're gonna take care of the ditch along the dirt road towards the shop. I gotta be super careful here along the crop because the baler doesn't have row crops and it will start destroying some of it. The mowing is now complete. Let's empty out the baler of that last remaining one and park this over in the yard. Now I'm gonna switch the mower onto the back and pick up some of those bales before getting the wrapper attached. I should be able to drop this bale right onto the flat deck trailer from the wrapper. That worked pretty slick. Let's do the rest over here. All the bales in the yards are done and loaded. Now we'll go along the ditches and wrap those ones. Job complete there. I'm quite happy with it. Let's return this equipment to the store. Back to the farm we go. Let's get that bale spike and load up those bales onto the gooseneck. We baled up a total of 181,000 liters of grass. That should make a lot of money when it turns to silage. We gotta head over to the flax field and spray off the weeds there before we can move on to the next month. I nearly just forgot we got that plot 124 with soybeans in it, and that has weeds as well. So let's get down there and spray those off. Pretty small field here, so we're gonna have to play with the working width here at the end. There we go, all the weeds are taken care of. Let's get this back and parked in the shed. I'm just gonna leave the tractor in here. Now let's head on home and skip over until June. Morning guys, the first thing we gotta do is get over to the animal dealer and sell off these silage bales. We got 69,000 for all of those. Nice. Next up, we gotta get our semi-truck out and load up all the lentils. They're needing to be sold as well because they're a really good price. We got around 32 grand for that. Let's head back to the yard. Okay, so I just looked around the menus and there isn't anything for us to do the rest of this month. So let's get on home and rest over until July. I slept in a little today. The first thing we're gonna do is go onto the PDA and purchase farmland 58. With that purchase, we've completed the collection of fields beside the farmyard. Next time we go to sow, we're gonna have a way bigger field there. Let's get into the harvester and over to that field. It has some oats growing in it, so we'll get a little harvest off it. I do wish we had enough money to buy it earlier in the year, as we could have sprayed off the weeds and added some more fertilizer, but whatever, it is what it is. I'll just pull along here and get the header attached. Man, could these cars just give me a moment? I'll get out of their way quickly. We are gonna also get straw off this field, so that's nice, but I really think we'll only get 1 or 2 bales anyways. Harvest complete. Let's get this back on the trailer and park it away in the shed. I'm just gonna unload directly into the grain silo. It's not the proper way, but it gets it done quickly. Let's move the auger wagon out to the front. We're gonna need that next month, and then go and get the baler hooked up. We only made 1 full bale that came out. The other one's still in the chamber, and we'll unload that in the farmyard. Might as well put these both on the gooseneck trailer, as we'll have way more straw bales next time. I know it's quite early in the day, but it's quitting time. We don't have anything more to do on the farm, so let's head on home, have some lunch and early dinner, watch some TV, and hit the hay. Morning everyone, I've already been busy greasing up the combine and she's ready to go. We gotta get over to the flax field to harvest it all up. I hope the neighbors won't mind me dropping off the header trailer right here. Let's get her attached and line up on the field. This is exciting, the first harvest of a crop we sowed in ourselves. The yields aren't looking bad. After the first pass, we got about 5,000 liters. We've nearly filled up the grain tank on the combine, so I think it's time we get the Nemesis tractor and grab the auger wagon. I'll just drop off the baler right here, ready to use later. Got the wagon hooked up, let's head over to the combine. Just under 23,000 liters of flax so far. Let's get back at her. What an absolute beauty of a day we're getting here. Jumping ahead a bit here, we unloaded the combine another time, and now I want to get this auger wagon to the side of the field so we can unload it into our semi-truck. I made a mistake, I think, in the first episode, and this semi-truck is actually the Lizard 379 by Slucious Modding. Let's get this tarp folded and rolled up. I set a worker off on the harvester and it's now full, so let's get over there to unload it again. This time we'll do it on the move. Gonna drop off the wagon right here and hook up the baler and fall behind the combine. That's the field done for the harvester. Let's clean up that little misbit there and then unload this into the auger wagon. I'll park this right here, ready for the next field. Almost got a bale ready to come out, so let's finish that before we pick up a couple bales and go and unload the auger wagon into the semi-trailer. We'll go dump this in the silo at the farm and get the pickup truck and the gooseneck trailer for the bales. That was a lot of bale loading, but just 2 more to go. Let's head over to the animal dealer. You know what, I thought about selling these, but we're actually just gonna store them next to the sell point. It's gonna earn us a lot more money if we wait until it's a better price. Now we'll head back to the farm. Next thing I'm going to do is hook up the cultivator to the quad track here and set a worker off on that flax field. Okay, everything's set up here. Now let's start the wheat harvest. This crop sure yields a lot higher. We got 23,800 just from the first headland around. Nearly the same amount the second time around. I'm gonna bale up the straw that we have on the field right now because I just hate running it over with the combine. I'll drop the baler right here and then let's go get that auger wagon so we can unload into the semi truck. One and a half passes left. There we go, we're all done. Let's go unload this right into the trailer. Just gonna drop the combine across the road ready for the next harvest, and I'm gonna do the same to the auger wagon once it's empty. Back to baling we go. We won't be getting any more straw off any fields, and I didn't realize that until I was doing the post comms after the recording. Also moved the cultivator into place, but I can't set it off because there's bales on the field still. Okay, here we go guys, the final harvest of this year, and it is the malt field. Pretty far into the harvest now, and we finally need to unload. even gonna get a full auger wagon off this field. I'll park the combine over here ready for the header trailer when we're all finished work for today. The wagon can go right here in the yard. I'll just unfold the pipe ready for us to pull under with the semi. Just before we deal with the grain, let's get this pickup truck and gooseneck over to the field ready for some bales. Okay guys, let's get this wheat over to the grain mill. I added the mod that allows you to lease production, so that's what we're gonna do. Another mod I added also was the production productivity mod that lets you adjust how fast the production works. You can do 100% to 300%. It's kind of a no-brainer for me. I'm gonna select 300. We can also run the malt through the grain mill, so let's head back and get that out of the auger wagon. Everything's all set up on the grain mill. Let's head back to the farm. I actually just wanted to park this thing under the pipe, but it opened the tarp, so we might as well fill it with the flax. We'll just park this over here for the time being. Let's reverse the auger wagon and store it in the shed, and then get over to the wheat field to collect all the bales. Strike one. Strike two. Home run. Got it. I honestly have no idea what was happening there. How embarrassing. All the bales are picked up. I'll take the Nemesis back to the yard for now. Definitely not my best stacking job on this trailer. We have a couple loose bales, so it's going to be tricky to drive. Like the other bales earlier, I don't want to sell them, so we'll just drop the trailer off here and then get back to the farm. We should go get the header trailer while we're in the pickup, and we might as well park the combine away in the shed. I feel like doing some cultivating, so let's do this wheat field. We're all done with the cultivator for now. Let's fold her up and park her in the shed. Just gotta move that roller out of the way. The Nemesis was hooked up to the plow for the next month, but I'm gonna take it over to the store so we can buy something new. I don't plan on putting any winter crops in those 2 large fields we cultivated, so I'm gonna buy this spreader to put some cover crop in. This mod comes from itch.io. I'll put the link in the description. Now we're back at the yard. We need to fill up with seed and then get over to those fields. This is definitely the way to go if you're spreading some oilseed radish. Nice and easy at 42 meters. The flax field's done. Let's head over to the wheat. Done with the spreader for now. Let's park her in the shed. Well guys, this marks the end of the first year farming here in Nadenthal, Manitoba. I hope you will be joining me for year 2, but for now I'm gonna head on home and get a well-deserved long rest. Thanks for watching. Take care, have fun, and stay safe.